Hello, I'm back. Today is October 16th, 2024, just a few days after the Chicago Marathon. Um, so the news is I didn't run it. So I'm really, really disappointed, but I know in my heart it was absolutely the right call. Um, so backtrack to 4.5 weeks ago, my last long run. Um, well, not the last one, but I'll get to that in a moment. But that run, I really forced it. And I deeply regret that because I was sort of in a panic that I only had 4 weeks left. So I kind of forced myself to get, I think it was like 16 miles done, and it was all broken up. And in the very beginning, I got on and off the treadmill like at least 5 times because there was pain around my ankle. And it just wasn't cooperating at all. But I managed to force myself and get it done. But the next day it felt really bad, and I definitely had to stop running. So I stopped running for 2 weeks, and that actually helped a lot. Um, so one no, I'm sorry, 2 weeks before the Chicago Marathon, I was able to start running again, and I did run for a full week, ending in a 12-mile run at the end of that week. So that was like 1 week out from the race. And I was really encouraged because there have been a lot of training cycles where I wasn't able to run that much, and I still got the marathon done. The next day after the 12 miles, I ran 6, and I actually ran it continuously without stopping, which I hadn't done in so long. I hadn't run that far without stopping in probably a year and a half, so that was really encouraging. But I did feel some pain on the top of my foot, so it wasn't like on the top of the ankle like before. It was closer to my toes, and it was a little bothersome, but not that bad. I would say on a scale of like 0 to 10, it was like a 3 or maybe even a 4. But my physical therapist told me if it was a 5, I should stop. So I kept going. But the next day, it felt horrendous and I couldn't run at all. And that was, sent me into panic because I had less than a week left. Um, so the next day, I actually did run 2 miles, but it wasn't comfortable. And then I'm like, okay, I need this foot to heal, so I'm going to take the rest of the week off. So I didn't run again until the race or until race day. And even then, when I woke up, or I shouldn't say woke up, I got up at 2 in the morning, but I didn't get out of bed until 4. And I jogged across the living room and I could feel the top of my foot. And I'm like, this is really bad. And out of pure emotion, because I really wanted to run, I took a painkiller. And that, I mean, that was purely out of emotion. I do regret that because I worry that that's going to mess up my gut because I feel like all this medication that I've taken over the years have really did a number on my gut, which is like the source of my like worries. Although I also have the theory that maybe the COVID vaccine might have done something because I had a really phenomenal 2020 where I ran the most I had in my entire life and I was insanely fit. And I got the vaccine at the end of 2020, and it was early 2021 when things kind of fell apart. Like my right foot started to hurt. I took a 2 month break. I started up again, and then suddenly it was like I had a completely different body. I had no coordination. I felt totally disconnected from my legs, and um, even now, my left side, I don't feel it as much as my right side. Um, so I've had something crazy happened. Um, in early 2021 that I don't know what, but I have my suspicions. I mean, it could have been both the medications and with the COVID vaccine, but who knows? I just feel like I was doing stuff that like our ancestors would never do, and I feel like I have this disconnect from my body that is totally not normal. So anyway, I regret that tramadol. That was a painkiller that I had taken, but it was only one. And anyway, so my boyfriend dropped me off near the start, and it wasn't that close. Due to the road closures, I had to take a huge detour. And so, so because last year the security lines were so long, I decided to kind of jog there. And my foot actually hurt a lot more than before I took the painkiller. And so I'm like, this is not doable. And I have Houston in 3 months, and I don't want to mess that up. So I called my boyfriend. He picked me up, and I spectated the whole thing. Um, and that I'm so disappointed because I really wanted to make it happen, but at the same time, I know it was the right call. And at least I got to witness history being made with Ruth Chepngetich breaking 210 and smashing the world record. I really hope she's clean. She's had some phenomenal performances, but yeah, like it's bonkers how fast she went. Um, and I saw her in 4 points, and I also, of course, saw John Corrier, who is the male winner, and he looked amazing too. So that was good. It all was not lost. It was still a really great experience, but I am super disappointed and sad I didn't actually get to run the race. I should say get to, but I didn't run the race. So that's the update. I'm just trying to pan out and look at this, from a high level perspective and, make decisions according to the long game, what is smart in the long haul. And, this is a marathon in itself. I may not have run the Chicago Marathon this year, but I'm in the midst of a very difficult marathon. I mean, as we're all doing our own marathons, right? Maybe not in an official race, but we're all in our own journeys. That is a marathon. So I'm still in the game. I'm still fighting, and the stubborn marathoner in me just won't give up. Though I've definitely hit moments of despair. And Sunday, I felt kind of in that place because I was so disappointed that my foot wasn't cooperating. But that's life, right? So hopefully Houston will turn out. I've got 3 months, and I'm not going to force myself to get the long runs done if something doesn't feel right. If it doesn't, I've got to address the issues right away. And, that's really the best thing to do. So I hope you're well. I hope you're smashing your own marathon, and take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.